privilege to invite Honorable Ruth Odinga. Ruth Adhiambo Odinga.
To His Excellency, Canon Mama Aida Odinga, to His Excellency, the Governor of Siaya, and His Excellency, Kalonzo Musyoka, and all protocol observed. My first statement is to say, watu wa Ukambani, Njuri Cheke, all the elders who are here, poleni sana. Umepokea? Nasema poleni sana because I know that Raila was my brother, but the whole of Kenya and Africa is mourning Raila. Uchungu mnasikia mimi naijua. Kwa ajili baba alikuwa baba ya kila mtu. Hata sisi watoto kama mimi ni dada yake kitinda mimba. Lakini alikuwa saa zingine anawapenda huko nje kushinda hata mimi. Alikuwa na wale wanamuita ndugu kushinda hata sisi. Na alikuwa akiwa nao anawapenda saa zingine hata sisi tunasikia uwivu. Kwa ajili anawapenda tushinda. He loved Kenyans, he loved Africa, and there was no born in Raila Odinga that said that he was just a Luo and loved only Luos. Tusahau hiyo. Alipenda kila mtu, kila pahali, hata Wajerman umeona wamekuja. Ukienda China ndiye alipendwa sana, ukienda America ndio utajua itakuwa wa Kenya, wa Kamba, kila mtu alikuwa anakuja karibu na yeye. Because of the heart he had. I don't think there's anybody I know apart from his father Odinga who had that kind of heart. And I'll tell you, his heart lives on. His heart lives on. I'm sure wherever he is, he's really watching us. I don't think there's any grave that has been visited. And as Al Jazeera said, and as we can see, even as a family, that this, to me, is something I only saw when I went to Israel. Watu wanakuja, tunafikiria kesho ndio sasa itapungua. Then kesho ndio inaendelea kuja, watu wanaendelea kuja. I'm just saying this, that my brother, in death as in life, was a really loved man. And us as a family, we thank you all. Because we don't even have a moment of mourning. We are not alone. You are with us. I love the way you are embracing my sister-in-law. In fact, right now, I expected after this death, because normally, you know, I'm the last born that otoga kumamrim. I don't know how to say. Diambo! So, you know, she also was my school teacher. So you can imagine. But I thank God. This time, hata kama napata kidogo na hepa kwa ajili kuna wageni. Nikishaenda kikana wageni na hepa hivi. So I don't get that kind of the onslaught. She's been really taken care of. Tabu, asante sana for taking care of Mama. Junior, I love your strength. Same as Winnie and Rosemary. I think because of what we've gone through even in life as the Odingas, we are resilient. And I think we are very stoic. We were taught by Baba. We've seen a lot during his lives and tribulations in Kenya. And so we are able to, and I'm assuring you that as the Odinga family, we are going to keep on carrying his torch and the torch of the Odingas. And please support us in that. We will make sure that this family continues and the Odingas will still continue shining. And for me, as I sit here, I keep on saying, His Excellency, I know the loss you've gone through. That was one of your best friends. And the two of you really looked after Kenya. You know, you can only be a warrior and you choose only a warrior to go with to war. Why Raila Odinga used to go all the time to war with Kalonzo? It's because he knew he's the warrior he can go with to war. And I know it's a lonely path, but don't worry. There'll be a warrior who's going to come out. you will not be alone in this journey to ensure that Kenya continues. For me, I know, even Azimio hajavunjwa, ama mlivunja. Wewe ongea, wewe ni lawyer nani? O treasurer, ya Azimio bado iko. But I want to talk that as you even have the Azimio as it was, as you have Wiper as a party, you can see Wiper being strong. I can assure you as Kenyans that ODM will remain strong, ODM will remain united, and ODM will remain one. And I can tell you that ODM is going to any negotiation table as a strong, one, united ODM. We will not allow ourselves to be weakened. This is a party like the party of the Kenya People's Union, which was started by Oginga Odinga, which was a party for the people, of the people, and by the people. And so that is the same tenet of which we have ODM. ODM is a party for the people. And because it's not a cash party. Huwezi kununua watu tu juu na chini na nini. ODM is not a cash party. ODM ni party ya watu. And we will take it back to the people and let the people decide. But the people are going to decide, and I can hear the wave coming. They are deciding that ODM inabaki na iko huku na ODM will go. Come 2027 tutaona vile tutafanya, lakini tutaingia kwa any negotiation, any election with having a strong ODM. Asanteni, Mungu awabariki.
Was that Raila talking? Now we are about to come to the end, and my next speaker is going to be His Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka. But just allow me to say this before he comes. Senator Wambua was right. I've been in many meetings where people were discussing about who is going to be the candidate. And three times, Kalonzo has said, nakuachia wewe ndugu yangu Raila. In 2013, in 2017, and in 2022, where he said, I don't even need a position. If there's a principled man in Kenya, like Raila Amolo Odinga, is Kalonzo Musyoka. I also want to say this again about Kalonzo Musyoka. This guy has been a vice president. You know, power must be controlled. Ukiona watu wanakimbilia power, ati akiona uzito ya state, wanafikiria wamefika. Those are people who are going to destroy this country. Power must be controlled. That's why Raila fought for a new constitution, to oversight any government in power. So I want to see anybody in Kenya today who can say he loved Raila more than Kalonzo. I want to see. The second thing I want to say, Mama Ida Odinga yesterday, I don't know whether he was expecting a guest of such a texture to come today. Ya kwamba hii kitu ya kusema huyu ametoka Bondo, huyu ametoka Imbo, huyu ametoka Ukambani. I don't want to hear about that, because that is not the way to build a one Kenya. And today, nearly a representation of all Kenya is here. That is what Ida was talking about yesterday. And Raila was also talking about inclusion, not of any communities alone, but in one big tent called Kenya. Finally, let us not experiment. There's a science about winning elections. And one of them is to be resilient and to make sure what Tula was saying. that there's going to be free and fair election. Unaona jirani amefanya election 98%. 98%. Hata kuna jamaa mmoja kutoka Sudan alikuwa anauliza Ibrahim, ambao ni mfanyabiashara anajulikana sana. Anasema kama unaweza kupata 98%, sasa unakataza wengine kusimama kwa nini? If you can get 98%. So I join Ruth in saying, let us not kill political parties. Let us not kill political parties. Na ODM, sisi kama watu wa ODM, msifanye makosa ya kumezwa. Makosa ya kumezwa. Makosa ya kumezwa. Makosa ya kumezwa. KADU ilimezwa. PNU ilimezwa. DP ilimezwa. Jubilee karibu imezwe. In a strong Kenya to come, we need a strong Wiper. But we need also a strong ODM. Not controlled by anybody in power, but controlled by the laws of the land. Sawa sawa. Sawa sawa. Joy, 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 joy. And I was going to forget, all of us today went to where Raila is lying. I never imagined. All of you, we assumed that Raila is immortal. We assumed. We assumed this man is going to live forever. So now in whatever you do, know that you are not immortal. Do something like Raila did. And those who thought Raila had no impact in this country, you have now known in death that is more powerful than you think. Kwa hayo, namuomba ndugu yetu, Senior Counsel, Vice President, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Sana.